How's it going, Forest TV? My name is Jack, and welcome to my preview for Nottingham Forest versus Exeter, taking place in the FA Cup. It is the final game of the fourth round of the FA Cup as we travel to the southwest to take on the League One side, Exeter. Just had a quick look at their recent fixtures, and they haven't won a game since they won in the third round against Oxford. It was a 3-1 win in that one for them. The last two games, I think it was a 6-2 and a 4-1 loss. So not doing too well at the minute, Exeter. I believe they're in the bottom half of the league. I did have a look. I can't remember if it was 18th or 16th. I think they're 18th. But yeah, not doing too well, Exeter. But I mean, you look at Plymouth, bottom of the Championship. Least goals scored, most goals conceded in the Championship, and they went on and beat Liverpool. So, anything can happen in the Emirates FA Cup. It's a competition we know that springs up surprises. The most out of form teams can have an absolutely incredible performance against one of the most informed teams. It's one of them ones, like, you see clubs that just cannot buy a win in the league, beating teams in divisions higher than them. So it looks like on paper we should win, and I expect us to win, given how things are going for us this campaign. But we've got to give it everything that we've got. We can't go into the game thinking it's already done. We can't go into the game thinking that we're going to get the win, and it's a formality. We should win, and we have to be winning games of football like this. But we've got to be careful, because Exeter are going to see what their neighbours did against Liverpool. They're going to see what's been done before in the FA Cup. They probably themselves have been involved in FA Cup upsets, and we're going to have to be at our A game and make sure that we're as professional as we can to go on and make sure that we win this. Like I say, Exeter not doing too well in the league. Their last two games have been heavy defeats, but it's the Emirates FA Cup, and we know in the FA Cup there's so many times that things happen that go against what is expected to happen. Just look at Forest. I mean, we beat Arsenal recently in the FA Cup twice. We beat Leicester 4-0. I was at that game. It was unbelievable. Things happen. Cup sets are a thing for a reason. The FA Cup, the magic of the FA Cup, and hopefully, for us, we don't want to be on the wrong end of that. It's quite weird us being on this side when we're used to being sort of going up against a team who we're seen as the underdogs against. But look, fourth round, a real opportunity to make it to the fifth, and should we do so, we face Ipswich Town at home. Already played them at home, already won. Look, I think we should be winning games of football like this. I expect us to win games of football like this, and I'm not going to take it as a formality. Things can go wrong, but we should be in the fifth round against Ipswich, and then who knows? We're the highest ranked team left in the competition. Obviously, we're third in the league, and both Arsenal and Liverpool are now out, so we're the highest ranked team in the FA Cup, and hopefully we can make it through to the fifth round and still be the highest ranked side in the competition. In terms of this game, then, like I say, we should be winning it. We should be winning it fairly comfortably. Okay, yeah, it's a Tuesday night away at a League One ground, and it's got the recipes of potentially being a banana skin. But I think Nuno will look at this one and he'll know what I've said. He's not silly. He's a manager. He's been around the block for a while. He managed at Wolves for a long time and has been involved in FA Cups. Got them to a semi-final a few years ago when they lost against Watford, and he knows what it takes. He knows what it takes, and he's gonna be sensible in this one, I'm sure. Don't think we'll see a fully strength lineup, but I think we'll play a good side. He's not going to go full, kids and like the Forest C team, but I think it's going to be a chance to rest some players and give them a little bit longer. I think we're not playing obviously until the weekend coming up, so we've got basically like players can have a whole week and more off, 2 weeks off, pretty much in terms of match play. So look, I think there's an opportunity for that, but I think I think we can afford to play some of our big hitters in this one, if needed. I think goalkeeper-wise, I'd expect him to probably go with Carlos Miguel. I think he's probably the cup goalkeeper, and I don't see a reason really to need to use Sells unless there is any doubt on Carlos Miguel. But I think Nuno will play him in the sticks. Our giant goalkeeper back four. Then I think maybe we might see Eric de Souza Moreira at right back. I know he likes to play him at right back. We don't really tend to have a lot of depth in that position. I remember we played Luton. I think it was, I can't remember which way round it was, but there was Toff and Moreno, and he put one at right back. I think it was Toff, when he's more likely, he's a left back by trade, but he did play him over in that right back position, and then Moreno on the other side. So look, you could see that. We could easily see that. Maybe play De Souza Moreira as a winger. I think that might be a little bit more of what he might do. I think, Moreno and Toffolo as the fullbacks. We could maybe do with getting in another right back. I mean, there's even a potential that Olareina might go. I mean, I really hope that doesn't happen, because he's a quality right back, and someone that, I really, really love seeing at the club. He's been excellent for us this season, and he still needs to sign that contract. He can go in a free in the summer, so I really want to see him sign that contract, and hopefully he does. But yeah, I think it'll probably be those two as fullbacks. Centre halves, then, well, we know Omar Mammadeli's gone on loan. He's out in France at Strasbourg, so there's that. Willy Bolly potentially might play. I'm trying to think who can play centre half. To be fair, with Morato. Could see Morato and Bolly at centre half, or we could see Mirilo Milinkovic. Maybe he wants to keep that solid partnership going defensively. He's probably, Nuno would definitely have seen what happened to Liverpool, and he might think, actually we might go with our two tried and trusted centre halves. They've not played for a week, or over a week, so that might make a little bit of sense. In that, I think if he's going to go full strength in any position, it might be centre half. Just so we have that stability, or we might play one of them and maybe Morato alongside him. I'm not too sure, but I think if we're going to play full strength in any area, it would be centre half. Midfield, then I think we could see, we could probably see Dominguez maybe in there, potentially alongside maybe Anderson, or we don't have Ward-Prowse anymore. He's gone back to West Ham, so we might see Dominguez and Anderson in there, in the centre midfield positions. I think the two wingers, that's where things get a little bit more interesting. I think we could see Souza on one side, Moreira on the other. That'll be pretty cool to see. Quite an exciting wing partnership, that one. Attacking midfield, I think we might see Gibbs White. I know Nuno trusts him. He played him against, I believe he played him against Luton. I could be wrong in saying that, to be fair. But he played him against Blackpool at home last season, and he saved us. Sent it to a replay with a brace, I believe. So I think, might see him in there. And then up front, we have Taiwo, we have Woody. I would probably go with, I don't know actually. I was going to say I'd probably go with Wood, but it could be a chance to get Alanga a bit of confidence. I think I'd start with Alanga, but have Wood on the bench, ready to be brought on if needed. I think it could be a real opportunity for Alanga to get some much needed confidence in him. But then also, if things go wrong, it could maybe send him the other way. But no, I'd go with a Wanyi up there with Wood ready if needed. I could see that. But like I say, the Exeter side we should probably be beating. We should probably be progressing through to the fifth round. They're a side who aren't doing too well in League One. They're not in the drop zone, so I think they'll be happy with that. But not pulling up any trees. They're not going to be on a huge bit of confidence on form. But the FA Cup provides shocks. That's what it's known for. That's why we love it so much. Hopefully we're not on the end of a shock, because that would not be good. We have a real chance of going deep in this competition, and I think we can do that obviously we need to beat Exeter to do that, but we need to be on the right side of the result. I think Nuno's going to jump into them that we need a good professional performance, and I think that's what we'll see. I'd love an early goal just to settle the nerves, anything that might be in their minds after what they've seen in the games beforehand. I think yeah, an early goal would be lovely to see. A couple of goals. I'd love, not because it's Exeter, I've got nothing against Exeter, but I'd love to see us hit Exeter for 4-5 and give them a real good slapping, because then that sends out a message to the other teams in this competition. Look, we're Nottingham Forest. We're here to have a right go at this. But I don't want us to slap Exeter because of it. I want to put out there, I have nothing against Exeter. Just for a Forest point of view, I'd love us to do that. But a nice, comfortable 2-0, 3-0 would do me absolutely fine. Love to see Tyro get a goal. That'll be really good, and hopefully he can build his confidence. But yeah, looking forward to this one. Hopefully we'll be in the 5th round and a winnable fixture. And we'll see where we go from there. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and you are enjoying what you're seeing around here. Comment down below what you think might happen in the games and all that good stuff. And yeah, come on, you Reds.